Hello everyone, welcome to my YouTube channel. My name is Bishar and I live in Turkey and I'm an English teacher here. Now, it's been a while since I made a video. It's been like almost a year now. I make these videos to talk about my personal opinion about different things in the world, different things that I get affected to, I live through. And these videos are generally made, actually, they're always made with English because I believe that for me, actually, English is the best language to express for me. And so these videos are completely just personal opinion. I don't give any studies, I don't give any statistics. Maybe I'm wrong, but this is something to think about between you and yourself. So what happens is that in these videos I pick a topic and I try to give my opinion about this topic. I try to discuss what's happening um, about this thing that I want to talk about. And today's topic is going to be, I always say that when I start my lessons, today's topic is going to be about technology. And for me, it's a bit of a dilemma. I have a lot of conflict with technology. I don't know why, but we are in a really bad relationship. Me and technology, we're just not good. So the thing is about technology is that there's a lot of good things and bad things for technology. It has pros and cons. It has advantages and disadvantages. Of course, we all know the advantages of technology. We all know that it's good for people, that it makes our lives easier and all. But actually, in this video, I want to talk about the disadvantages of technology, the bad effects that technology puts upon our lives. So I'm gonna start with a question, and this question is why technology exists in our lives. Why do we invent technology? Now, the simple answer for this question is probably that technology makes our lives easier. Okay, for some technologies, yes. For, let me say, simple technologies, yes. But when we talk about making our lives easier, it means that there's a problem in the world, or there's something difficult in the world, and we need technology to make this something difficult easier or to solve a problem. Okay, that's very good. But when I see a problem in the world and it's like a worldwide problem, and I invent a technology, and this technology is just reachable for 30% of the world population, and only because these people can afford to buy this technology, or only because they live in the country of origins of this technology. So my question is, what's the point? What's the point of making this technology and inventing these equipments, inventing these new ideas, if it's not going to help at least 60 to 70% of the world population? We're just giving people, like, we're just showing people that we have technology and we are inventing and we're working, but we're not seeing anything. We're not seeing any problems being resolved or something. From what I see that technology is actually causing more problems than it should solve. Like, for example, when I talk about the money that people put and people invest to create a technology, to invent a technology. They put millions and billions of dollars, millions and billions of euros, for instance, and they try to invent technology that only helps maybe from 15 to 20% of the world population. Well, I'm sorry, if I'm going to invest 20 million or $20 million or more than that for something that's only going to help 20% or even less than 20% of the world population, then I'm not really doing a favor to the world here. it's bottom line, it's just a business. I'm just inventing this technology, and I'm investing all this money just because I want to make more profit. So let's take for example the new iPhone 11 now, that Apple just launched it. I mean, people don't even have like, I mean, what is up with the people just want to have iPhones? You don't need iPhones. I mean, you can just have a simple smartphone and just live your life with it. That's our problem. We just need to upgrade our technology, even if we don't need it. It's a complete waste of money. It's a complete waste of effort. Because we work and work and work just to get this small amount of money, and to save from this small amount of money. And why are we saving? Because we want to buy a new iPhone. I mean, the world really need to get over the whole iPhone idea. I think the world has a disease now, and it's called the iPhone syndrome. Seriously, you just want to upgrade. You just want to buy an iPhone. You just want to upgrade your phone. You just want to buy new things. But we don't think about the money that we are wasting buying this needless technology, that we can actually help people. We can really give them like actual help by not buying a 1,000 or $2,000 phone. We can just buy $500 phone and just maybe donate $1,000, donate the $500 to help a family or help two families. But we don't do that, and that's not the inventors' problems. Actually, inventors are actually quite smart because they know how to market and sell their product. The problem is with us, the normal people, the consumers. We're just fooled by the sellers, and we just say, "Oh, they are right," and we're going to buy their product. So that's what happens. Now, just it's a waste of money, and it's a waste of effort, and it's just not useful to the world. Now, to the other idea, technology right now is taking over the world, and it's taken over the work system in the world. Uh, all the work systems now, all the companies and factories and all, they work by technology, and lots of people, they have to know the basics of technology, or the basics of the programs that companies and factories work with. So that happens, what happens, it makes that more than 50% of the world population unable to find a proper job, because they are not technical, they are not educated when it comes to technology. And it's not their fault. The problem is that most of the people can't afford financially or socially, or even because of their circumstances, they can't afford to get the proper education when it comes to technology. I don't know how to use a specific program, and this company only uses this specific program. Everything works by programs right now. Everything works by applications. I need to know this application. I need to have a laptop. Whatever happens to just writing on papers and sending them by mail, we don't do that anymore. Everything is by technology. But some people, not because they are not intelligent, it's because, as I said, they can't afford to get the proper education in order to know how to do this work that runs that is run by technology. And the companies or the factories, they don't give like a period of training to train these workers how to work, how to do, or how to work this job, that using technology. No, they prefer a person who already knows that, so they wouldn't have to waste time or waste money on these people. So what happens here? We have a work system that is ruled by technology, and the result is that we have half of the working people are actually jobless, just because they don't know the technology needed for that. And it's not their fault, it's the education's fault. So this is not a very good thing. Now, the last thing I want to talk about is how technology affects the psychological state of people actually. When people, like, let's talk about jobs. When people don't they don't get the job because they don't know this specific program or application, well, it actually makes you feel bad about yourself, like you are useless, like all the years in university that you studied and all the effort that you're trying to do to evolve yourself, develop yourself, like it didn't work. So it just makes you feel bad about yourself. You just hate yourself, you lose your self-esteem, and it just affects your psychological state. Let's talk about when I'm looking through my phone and I see a new phone came out, but it's like a fortune. It needs a fortune to buy. I feel bad when I see other people who are no different from me, but they have more, let me say, more expensive technology in their hands. That makes me feel bad about myself also. So people, and as I said, we come back to the iPhone syndrome here. uh, Also, like when people don't get the new upgraded iPhone, they literally just like fall into a deep hole of psychological illness. I mean, it's like a really serious thing for them. So what's happening here? Like, we shouldn't think this way. We shouldn't think. We are closing our minds and just narrow them to a very small and tight room, which is called technology, and we just want it to work. And if I don't know if you know that, if you're seeing news or something, or if you're hearing something, but now because of technology, countries are having wars between each other and conflict in different places. Not And I strongly believe technology has a lot to do with it. But we live in a world that it's a new world, and it's just like it's more modern world, let me say, and it's not good. It's not always good. If you are an inventor, if you are a scientist, and you want to invent a new technology, you want to invent a new something, just think about how are you going to help people with this thing. We are living in a time where a lot of people need help, a lot of people who just need some technical help also, just to move on with their lives. But we don't think about these people. We think about the people who can afford to buy our product. Well, I'm sorry, that's not humanitarian, and that's just being robot. If you want to be robots, fine, buy your new iPhone 11, but that's not being human. And this is what I have to say for you today in this video. I really hope that you just consider the idea. Of course, I might be wrong. I might actually offend people, and I'm sorry if I do, but just consider what I'm saying. And thank you so much for listening and watching this video. If you liked my idea of my the idea of my YouTube channel, please put a thumbs up from me, and subscribe, and follow me on YouTube and Facebook and Instagram if you want. And if you have like some topics or ideas you want me to talk about, you want me to give my opinion about, just put them in the comments, or send me a message, no problem, and I will be more than happy to consider them. So this is it for this video. Thank you so much, and I hope you will all be well, and I will see you in the next video. Have a nice day.